Good morning, children. Children, I welcome you all to today's scene of Tempest, and we are on Act 2, Scene 1. And this is another part of the island where Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Gonzalo, Adrian, Francisco, and others are there. And Gonzalo is trying to console Alonso, who has just seen a huge shipwreck. And not only that, he has seen his son Ferdinand, along with some soldiers who were there, all drowning into the sea. So Gonzalo says, "Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have a cause, so we are all of joy, for our escape is much beyond our loss." So Gonzalo says, "Sir, listen to this, sir, and be happy because you have a cause to be happy, and we all are having it, right? Because our escape is much beyond our loss, and that is very essential and very strong reason to feel happy. For our hint of woe is common every day. Some sailors wife the masters of some merchants, and the merchants have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. So saying yes, no doubt, our the kind of agony, the kind of pain in which we all are, it's very common with that of the sailor's wife, because every day what happens is that some or the other sailor's wife hears this, that his husband is drowned in the sea, right? And some of the merchants also have such kind of woes that their belonging, their ship, everything in that is drowned, right? But it's a miracle that despite all that we are all preserved, we are all safe, and few and millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with comfort, right? And he's saying you are a very wise person, sir, and you just weigh the sorrow which in which you are engrossed right now with the comfort which you are having that you are still alive. Alonso, who is in no mood to listen anything, says, "Prithee, please, peace." So he says, "I pray you not to talk anything, just remain quiet." Sebastian, he receives comfort like cold porridge. Right? Sebastian says he receives comfort now as cold porridge, which is having no taste, no flavor, no nothing. Antonio, the visitor will not give him over. So here Antonio is trying to comment on Gonzalo. He's saying that the visitor, Gonzalo, is here. He's not going to have him that even, right? Sebastian, look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by it will strike. So Sebastian says, look how Gonzalo is ending his wit, his cleverness, and he's just waiting to strike again, to say something again. Gonzalo, once again, sir. Sebastian, one tell. Sebastian says, yes, speak. So Gonzalo, when every grief is entertained that's offered comes to the entertainer, right? She's saying that when a person who is entertained, um, the person who is entertained a grief which is offered to him, then the grief, it comes as an entertainer. So Sebastian ridicules him by saying a dollar. Gonzalo is not able to believe that it's a comment and saying, oh, dolor. Dolor means pain. And dolor comes to him means Gonzalo says, yes, in such a situation, it is pain that comes to him. Indeed, you have spoken truer than your purpose. So Gonzalo says, yes, what you have just said is very correct, and it is more correct than the purpose of your speaking it. Sebastian says, you have taken it wiselier than I meant you should. So Sebastian also says, yes, you have taken it very wisely, but I didn't mean it to be so wisely. I meant something else. Gonzalo, therefore, my lord. Antonio says, fie, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue. So Antonio says, just keep quiet. What kind of foolish talks you do always, Gonzalo. Alonso, I prithee, spare me. Alonso says, I pray you, spare me. Now, actually, children, what has happened here is uh, that some magical spell has been casted upon these creatures, Antonio, Alonso, and all those who are here. Now, children, I want to draw your attention towards the beginning of the scene. right? See here, few typical words are there. uh, you just should understand it. First is beseech you. He says, may I have your attention. Beseech means having attention. Now, another word which is very striking here is our escape is much beyond our loss. So here he means that his escape is the reason of him being escaping out from there, from the tempest which was created, is much more than is much stronger reason to be happy than whatever they have lost in the sea, right? Now here there is a mentioning of sailor's wife also. Now there is another word here, preservation. Preservation here means that it is whatever is remaining with them, right? Whatever is remaining with them. Prithvi means I pray you, right, children? Okay. Porridge you all is a vegetable. Watch of his wit means the words of his cleverness, right? Then another word, dolor. Dolor, okay, means pain, right? Dolor refers to pain. Spendthrift means a person careless person. So Alonso says, I pray thee again, spare. Gonzalo, well, I have done, but yet. Sebastian says he will be talking. Sebastian says that this guy cannot stop himself from talking. He will continue to talk. Antonio, which of he or Adrian for a good wager first begins to crow? Right? So Antonio says between him and Adrian, who will be the first person to talk? Sebastian, the old cock. Antonio says the cockerel. Cockerel means the bigger cock. Cock. See this word here, children. Cockerel. It means a bigger cock. Okay. Then done the wager. Antonio, a laughter. See, all are under a magical spell. These all people, and they're speaking all sorts of foolish words and foul language, right? Sebastian, a match. A match means Adrian is a person who is just like Gonzalo. So Adrian, though this island seemed to be desert, so now this line shows that Adrian has some suspicion or doubt about the island. So Adrian says, though this island seemed to be desert, Sebastian, so you are paid, right? Now Adrian, uninhabitable and almost inaccessible. Now see children, there are two words here. Uninhabitable means nobody is living here. Inaccessible, far off from the reach of the people, right? Sebastian, yet. Adrian, yet. Antonio, he could not miss, right? Okay, so we have seen that all these creatures, Antonio, Adrian, Sebastian, Alonso, there, Gonzalo, all are under some magical spell, and they're all using foolish language. Fowls, and they're all living in fool's paradise, speaking all kind of bad words there. Right? So I stop. I hope you all have enjoyed this as much as I did in making it. And until we meet again, it's a goodbye.